Okay, that started. Let's head over to here and get our link for Discord real quick. Oh, I need to switch account real quick. Let's see. Here we are. Don't forget to mute it. Okay, now the audio is not going to be going through. Okay. See. Live streaming. Okay, everything. Let's make sure the audio is good. Stream health. Stream is healthy. Okay. Now I need to put this in Discord. Okay. I'm sorry if you guys. I'm just trying to get this in so I can get in the Discord. Control V. Let's see. Exclamation mark. Alrighty. That's now in. Alright, I'll wait 5 seconds and then I'll send it in. Okay. So this deck is pretty fun so far. I have been really enjoying making this dark deck or purple deck because of how many different ways you can come back with this deck. One, you're getting rid of your opponent's pals consistently with Shadowbeak and the Zoe strategy. Then you're also milling through your deck with Cleaver and Lamp and Shoddy Bed. This is really important to go through your deck really fast because it is always, and I say always, really inconsistent without it. Like, you need everything in your discard for Lyleen Noct to do anything, and along with Katress. By discarding the majority of your deck, you can get your Eikthyrdeer out. This card is really just for disadvantage whenever you can play a Lyleen Noct, get it out to defend it a little bit more. I wouldn't really go above 2 if you really wanted to, but overall, I do think this card is a must-have in the deck, and it has to be like a 1 or 2. Also, I do think green is the best color for the Shadowbeak because Petallia, Sweet Blessing, allows you. Let's see if I can look at the card real quick. There we are. On deploy, it has an auto that gains 1 life and chooses 2 souls and stand. So if you have a Shadowbeak and it's night, that means that you get 2 life and you stand 4 souls. That is insane. And you can get it out with Lyleen Noct, and it still activates the auto whenever you get it out. That is just a super consistent way to get it out and play it. I also run the Katress Sorcerer because it allows me to get some of our lower cost guys out as fodder for Shadowbeak, and also I can use Katress's ability or auto to butcher a pal. Then the auto for the pals go into effect where I can get 1 out, but since it's an auto, Shadowbeak comes into effect. Pretty crazy. I get 2 out, so then I have enough room to discard 2 so I can get rid of 2 of my opponent's pals. So I'll get either rid of Treasure Bandit, Leezpunk, or Chicken. I always mispronounce his name for no reason, I tell ya. Okay. Pretty standard stuff other than that. Let's hop into some games. Okay. I should tell a friend that I'm streaming. I will choose Tails. Tails never fails. Ooh, I want to mulligan that one. Wait, what was that? Hold on. Oh well. Huh, strange. I wasn't looking at the screen and it just gave me about the same thing, which is really strange. Let's go back to my chat. Sorry if anyone came in and I didn't respond to them yet. Okay. Uh, let's see. I should use OBS chat instead. That one's more consistent. And I see. Oh, that's live control panel. Docs chat. That is the wrong area. Okay. There we are. Okay. I'll get you down and you down. I'm gonna attack, hit the opponent. They don't seem to have too much, so I'm just gonna attack with this one, and if this one, it'll be up. Okay. They had an interrupt, which is fine. Looks like my frames are doing good. I really think Lamp in this deck is one of the best cards for this deck because it allows you to escape some of the very dangerous effects like the shotgun and stuff like that. And they may be playing that in their deck. We'll see. Okay. I think I'm just going to intern here. They could play a shotgun now, but that would be everything, and I'd still have quite a bit, and I'd be able to play Zoe's strategy afterwards. So overall, this start was good. I don't know what was with the weirdness to start off with the if it got me the stadiums or not stadiums structures over again on accident. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why they did that one, but oh well. Let's see what they do with it. Relax Source is okay. I'm just going to get rid of it with either Zoe's strategy or using the guys in my discard. Yep. Now I gain 1 resource from that. Alright. 8. Um, just Butcher. Get rid of that. How much energy do I have there? 5. So let's, oh, there's a little draw icon now. Let's draw. Huh? Oh, it's there now. Okay. We'll play that. I'm going to save my ingredients because I'm going to be at 8 next turn. Hmm. Okay. I see. He is a fun guy. I really want to make a deck with him. Okay. That does nothing for them right now. Which, I mean, is fine with me. I'm glad that I didn't have my guys out during that. Yep. I really hope I get something off of this. So, I get him. Let's draw 1. I get Leezpunk. So, that's 4. Play you. Use this ability. Play you. I'm now going to use this guy to draw because I don't have anything right now. And then I am going to look at top 3, get rid of him. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I'll get Zoe's strategy. And then I can intern leaving him up for a blocker, and he'll have to discard a card whenever he attacks. I do like this guy though. I want to make a deck for him. And it's gear. I really like the gear effect. Yep, they have 12 cards in hand. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what's in my discard now. Not much. Let's play this. I am going to get this one. Did you not play? Hello? Oh, they're doing their effect. There we are. We'll get you out. I'm just gonna attack, hit the opponent. If they don't block, I'm gonna use Meat Cleaver. Okay. Get rid of him. We got a Katress. Let's go. Okay, now they're gonna have to discard another card. It's working as intended now. Alright. Now I have 1 energy left. I haven't seen any interrupts, but I only run 4 in this deck because he can get them back if they're in the discard, which, did I get any discard? Or grave? Put 1 into hand. I will put Leezpunk into hand. Alright, so he's gonna go to 3. Okay, now we have an interrupt in discard. You know what? I shouldn't have put Leezpunk in here. No, yeah, that's fine. Okay, a Lucky Pal, that's good. Let's see what we get. Okay, we do get Shadowbeak. Do we have any resources? We have plenty of resources. So what? Deploy. Ability. Play. So it's 150. Okay. Now I am going to intern and get rid of him. I like how they have it now where you don't have to get rid of everything. Although I don't like how many of these I have in hand. Oh, they're choosing to get rid of one. Okay, they're getting rid of cards from their hand. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm just cooked now, but oh well. I should have not made it night and made them discard 2 cards because, yep, that's gonna happen. My bad. I think it's just game. 4, yikes, and then they can discard 2 more cards from their hand to reset them. This is why I don't like Yawning Tide. It's just a Temmie card. Big old Temmie card. No skill expression in it. Just Temmie. Oh, little Temmie just got his Dragon out. And it's like the meta card, which is just... No. Please don't do that. So we have that. Uh, let me see. So I don't have... I have 4 energy left. I can deploy this. And I can use this ability, play this. Now I can make it night. I think I still lose, though. Oh well. Little Timmy's out. Okay. You got rid of that one. So it now has to reset and attack again. Hopefully we can get a lucky. If not, we're just done. Boy, someone's cooking something that smells good. Okay, so eek. Let's use this. Do we get it in the discard? We're in disadvantage. Come on, come on, come on. Did we get it? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I am now going to use this ability. 5 cards in deck. Did we get it? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So I'm gonna play you. I'm gonna use Revive a Pal. Discard this card. I'm gonna bring out this one. Now I'm gonna look at top 3. Discard you. So I have 2 energy left. And now I just am cooked. Let's just put this into hand. And okay. If we get lucky. Opponent decked out? Oh, I didn't even see that. They were just milling through their deck. Wait, what? What did I... Did they just pass? Oh, well. I don't know what happened there. Because I had 5. Oh, I had 5 and I milled 6. My bad. That makes sense. Let's see. I will go first. Thank you very much. All right, let us keep this. Because we have this for this. We also have this. That's good. I will go back to OBS. All right, I will get this down, and in turn, next turn I'm going to play him and leave him up as a blocker and use this effect. Great. Okay. I cannot use him as a blocker. I literally have to attack because this is a gun deck. He's 500, so he's in range for the 2-cost pew pew gun, which is really frustrating. Okay, what are they doing? They have 0 energy, 5 cards in hand. Okay, they passed. We'll play you. Use this effect. And attack. Alright, well, that's about as much as we can do. My opponent will be able to get rid of this or this, depending on what they have in hand. They do have 5 energy, so they're not going to be able to shotgun. At least I don't think. No, one is 4 and it's 150. That's the rifle, I think. Then the shotgun is the one that does 120 to each of your opponent's pals. I do like the concept of a board wipe for a whole archetype. Um, it is definitely a fun idea. All right. Let's see. So we do have 7, so we can play you. And then we can play you if we wanted. So let us use this real quick. So we're at 8, so we'll be able to do more next turn. I could butcher him, but I think I'm gonna play. Well, hold on. Let's attack. Hit opponent. I do love how they put the chat logs in this. It is great. Yeah, I did take a break from Palworld TCG for a little bit. 2-day break, which isn't very long, but it's still a break for me. But now I'm coming back with it. I do like the card game. It is really fun. I think I'll put more time into it, but I don't know. It's just little Timmy cards. The only thing that really bothers me is the little Timmy cards. I understand now as I've researched for videos and I've looked into different things that a lot of cards are put into games for a like showing someone something. Oh, Lucky Pal in the discard. Let's go. All right, let me see. We'll play this. Grab Shadowbeak. We'll play him. And then I think I'm just going to attack. But pretty much a lot of the mid cards are just going to be there to show how powerful other things. And there's, I forget what they call them, but there's a couple different archetypes of different players. Like there's the casual, I think it was like John or something. But then there was also the people that are just there to play something powerful, play something fast and easy that they can win consistently. Then there's the people who like searching through decks, searching for something very unique that they can express themselves through. And I feel like that is something that I find myself wanting to do. And that's one of the reasons why I find myself going for like feeling frustrated whenever a card that is meta, definitely meta, is a little Temmie deck. And the reason why I say little Temmie is because it's made to be powerful and it's made to hit hard with minimal uh competitive expression or like a competitive mindset. Okay? And like that's the thing, like with card games, you need to have a counter to the majority of your cards. For most card games, like there's certain things that they don't touch, so that's probably good for this. You're kidding me. I'll put this one back into my hand. For this card game, it's probably going to be the energy system. There's probably never going to be something that removes soul. And for my card game, it's probably going to be similar to that. Well, no, I'm going to definitely be removing energy. But I do think that removing an effect that, of course, they're targeting that. All right. But you need something that you will always have in your card game. Something that will allow you to be consistent so that your players don't get frustrated by how often they're getting disrupted. Alright, we'll play this. We'll play this. We'll use this. Okay. 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 That's about as much as I can do. I have 25 cards in deck. Okay. But yeah, I don't know where I was going. Now, I thought I was thinking about it, but a lot of card games have something that they don't touch. But also, if you have something that can affect something, like you have to have a counter for it. Because feeling powerless in a card game is never something that you want your players to be dealing with. You want to always have some agency in a effect for what you're doing. For instance, let's take this destruction effect. You can have agency. You can't really have agency in the game currently, but whenever like an agency that you should probably have in your card game is a way to counter this archetype, have a way to give your players a way to stop this from happening and being board wiped all the time. Like, you can have a card that says, as long as it's on the field, prevent explosion damage or whatever it's called. And it could be pretty costly, but it still give your players agency to counter the deck if it is that big of a deal. And then, for instance, Big Timmy decks. You could, they already have something to counter the Big Timmy, but it's in blue, and blue has so much more than that to even go through, which is really frustrating at times because like it was wasted on blue completely. And that is the Frost Breath Cat thing that keeps your opponent's thing rested for like 2 energy, I believe. Hmm. I'll get this one out. And like if that was in, let's say, green, green would be great for that card. And it would give you a way to really get around some of these things. And then also like I see something like, I mean, the main thing is the board wipes are a little bit too much for this game. I definitely say that. The board wipes are just way too much. Like, if you're stopping your opponent from completely playing with offensive disruption, you've lost as a like offensive disruption is very hard to balance. And I've learned that with my own games. And also having defensive disruption is a way to balance it. But if you have like they have decent defensive disruption with the interrupts. They have defensive disruption with that, but it's not defensive in the way that is needed to counteract the board wipes. Because it's impossible to play those defensive cards in a way to stop them from removing your entire board. Like, what's the point of having the defensive disruption if you have something that a disruption that gets around the defensive disruption? So the offensive disruption gets around the defensive disruption. And usually that's a good archetype if that is the mechanic of that type of disruption. And it costs more to get around it. But if you are going for a offensive disruption that has no way to get around it, okay, it's really not good. But also, to be clear, this is only the first set of Palworld TCG. I know I'm probably just speaking to the wind, but most players, well, this game is very new, and how a lot of people create TCGs is by Sending out the set, broken. It's not perfect, and it's not going to do anything good for you majority of the time. Then you come back, revise, like fill in the gaps, make new adjustments by introducing the cards that you had that would counter something. Like for instance, they could counteract the um, Shadowbeak's effect, which would be a good idea if it was overpowered and like very disruptive and to the point where you're hearing a lot of people state that it's just too powerful for them to even handle. And that's something to think about, like whenever you're creating a card game. This is something I think about all the time whenever I am creating a card game. And okay, looks like I'll be playing this one. Take nothing, get this down, pay for both. 5, 6, in turn. Okay, but yeah, effectively, a good way that people do it for card games is just look at what's good and see what needs to be countered. And then also for a lot of card games, like you'll see the creators working on a card game consistently, but then they also hear a lot of input. Then they like take the advice of some people. Like for instance, like I suggested, um, 4 or less interrupts, but that doesn't mean that that is necessarily a good thing. It could be a bad thing, in fact. It could be a horrible thing, but it's that your people that you're working with or your players are still testing and learning along with you about how this game should work or how does your game work, for instance. Let's see, I'll just enter. Yeah, and like I mean, some things that people suggest for your game sound great, but in hindsight might not actually work for your game. They are, a lot of people are really good about knowing what they don't like about a game, but not necessarily like a doctor. You always ask whenever you're a doctor, how are you feeling? Um, but they don't ask you, how do you treat yourself? That's not something they ask because if they are they have the knowledge of how to treat you, but they don't actually they need to know the information on what your symptoms are so they can know where to go to treat you. I stumbled over that like no tomorrow, but oh well. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully we can get a pal off the top. Okay, that is a pal, but it's not necessarily what I needed. Let's use this ability. Okay. I'm gonna use this ability so they can't gun him. And then I'm gonna intern. Decline. Alright. Let's see. And we have 1 energy left for him. They double gunned him? You're kidding me. See what I mean though? It's just so consistent to not be able to do anything. That's something I hate about this game. You just feel powerless whenever you're going against red. There's nothing you can do, you're just powerless. Horrible on that part. I really hate that part. But then again, like I said, some of the implications, like for instance, if you were going for a okay, there's that. I'm gonna attack, hit the opponent. Like there needs to be a counter for this. Something. Like in let's take Pokemon for instance. Stage 2 abilities was a really big thing whenever Gardevoir and I believe it was Charizard EX were both really popular. So they printed something that would counter it so that people would play it. It wasn't necessarily that everyone played it, but some people didn't have concern for those decks because they already had a good matchup. For instance, like well, Charizard didn't want in the deck because it turned itself off, but like Dark decks had a great matchup into Gardevoir, Grass decks into Charizard, so they didn't care about those matchups. And that made them not necessarily ignore the matchups, but oh, did we just win because they chose not to do anything? Strange. All right. And we'll just intern. Okay. Looks like we're just going to be sitting here for 50 seconds. Oh well. I just ping things to see if... Okay, they're back. Okay, thank goodness. I don't want to play against someone that's just dead. Not necessarily, like, unalive, but I'm just referring to... That was a 3. Oh my goodness, I'm done. Wait, this gives... Yeah, like, this is ridiculous. Lucky Pal. Nice. Now we're just gonna die, though. Okay. I do not like red. Not necessarily it's terrible to game design. It's just uncountered. They just need something that counters it in at least one of the archetypes. Preferably 2. And leave out at least 1. Because you can't have a counter for every archetype in every deck. Let's see. I'll keep this. No, I'll just intern because I can meet Cleaver plus Feedbox next turn, which will get me a lot, and presses out, so definitely glad I did that. So, Feederbox, meet Cleaver. Let's attack. Get as much out of this as we can. Uh, hmm. Nice. Look at top 3, get rid of this one. Okay, do we want to interrupt? Not necessarily. I'd probably rather get the lamp or the Dumud. I have one more resource left. Let's get Dumud. Okay, so we'll be at 7 next turn, so we can play Dumud plus something else if we need to. Okay, Shoddy Bed. Okay, they only have 1 energy left. Okay, so if we play this, we'll have 1 more left. Use this. And I want to save my last resource because I will be needing it for this, and I need to block with him. Let's see, what is in our graveyard? Okay, not much. So I'd rather get Menasting out than get Shadowbeak because they didn't make a knight, so I can block and get rid of him. Menasting will be a better blocker. I'm totally fine with that getting KO'd. That's the reason why I played 2 of them. Alright, so play this. 5, 6, 7, so I wouldn't be able to do that. Let's play this. Grab you. Play this. Let's attack at the opponent. Okay, they're running a lot of removal. Okay. Now I'm gonna butcher, look at top 3, get rid of him. Who do I want? He's a lucky, but also this will allow me to get more stuff back. I think I'll get you. And then I am just going to enter. Because I have a really good blocker up. This one will allow me to get rid of their guy and get something back from my graveyard, which will be an interrupt if I need it. Oh, of course. Hmm. Yeah. I'll let them hit that. I'll block him. Please attack me with him. Please. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're just attacking him all the way. Sounds good. Alright. Play him. Attack. Get rid of him. This card is really good. Alright. Now I'm just going to end turn here. Decline because they're just going to get rid of this guy and it's just not worth it. And also, if I can get this combo with Lyleen, Noct, and him out. Okay, he is gone this turn because this guy is just way too powerful. Well, he's not way too powerful. He's only 120 plus 30. He just minus his 1000 power, and if he attacks, he just destroys everything, which I think is a little bit much. I don't know. I mean, he's not played very much because he's not that good, to be honest. Okay. Leezpunk down. I'll put another one of you. So they have to discard a card from their hand. I have 0 energy, so I can't play anything else. Okay. Now I'm going to attack, hit here. Okay. They interrupted, which is annoying, to be honest. They do have game, it looks like, unless I get a ton of Lucky Pals off the top. Let's check what we have. Only 1 Lucky Pal, 2, 3. So it looks like we will be able to survive if we do get lucky. Okay, we didn't. We got really unlucky actually, because the majority of our luckies were in there. Okay. I don't really like the amount of disruption in this game. I am not much of a disruptive person. I prefer to let people play and have fun with the game than always disrupt someone. Not fun for me. Alright, we'll use this. Okay. Next turn, I'm going to play Menasting. But I also have him this turn. Okay. I can get rid of their Shoddy Bed, but I think I'm just going to end turn. There's Katress. Let's see. Let's get you into my... Okay, here's this. This is a 6. This is 9. Let's get rid of this. So I think I have enough cards in my discard now, because I have Menasting plus him. No, I need one more thing. Because I need the Petallia in my discard. Okay, now I'm going to use this one more time. I need to be careful that I don't mill myself out completely. Did I get what I needed? No. Okay. Shadowbeak comes down. That is fine. They only have nothing in their hand now. Alright. I should have 9. Yep. So I can play you, gain life. I can attack, hit opponent. Then I can Zoe strategy. And this goes in the discard. And then I can play this and end turn. Now we're ahead by 3 life, which is really good. Depresso, the king of night. But literally, he's going to be 30, 60. Oh, wait, only 1,000? 30 plus 30. All right. Now we have our defensive position where we're Eikthyrdeer. And we have, well, he has to attack him. And then next turn we can play, okay. So it wasn't Knight, so that was a misplay. He could have removed him. He has 3, so he could play Depresso. Okay. That's not good. This is sad. I'm just gonna attack. If they block with Depresso, it's fine. I'll just get rid of him. Okay, let's see. How long have I been streaming? Almost an hour. I didn't need the mud. He is the destroyer. Uh, oh, brother. Oh, okay. Hopefully he didn't get stuck. Oh well. Yeah, I haven't had barely anyone come in. Two BUs. Not very much of a chatter. Mulligan that. That is bad. Very bad. Hey, I have at least two interrupts though. And I'm playing against this. Oh my goodness gracious. I really don't like the explosion mechanic. Just board wipes in general, you shouldn't be having that much power over your opponent. If you can remove all your options from play for your opponent, that's just not fair. I mean, yeah, you're drawing one card if you're doing bad. I don't like it. Just not good. Frustrating. Frustrating for everybody. No. Alright, let's see. You down. Attack. Hit opponent. I do like the butchering tool because Lyleen Noct can bring this guy out and then. Ooh. Oh, oh! I think I'm gonna have to get this one. Okay. And turn. I'll have 8 next turn, which will be able to get Lyleen knocked out, but that has a taunt. Oh, goodness. A lucky pal off the top. Nice. Okay. I'll probably get off at the hour. Another lucky pal. Oh, okay. Do I have anything in the discard that'll help me? Not really. At all. Hmm. Still doesn't help. Let's play you. Reveal pal. Revive a pal. Confirm. Let's get. I could get an interrupt by using this. Okay. I'll get the branch. I'll get this. So I have an interrupt in hand. It's not as good as taunt, but it still worked good enough. The one thing about taunt, you have to attack with it, so it's leaving itself vulnerable, but also then again, you can block with your taunt guy, then leave it up, which will be great. Okay, okay. That's just frustrating. Another lucky pal. Nice. Okay, 2 down. Alright, this next turn is going to be decent. I can play Katress and, well, actually I can't play both. I have 0 resources. I could play you, that's 4, get 4 back. So I can get you down. Now I can attack. No, I can't attack with him. So I am going to now Butcher buff, get him back. Now let's revive a pal, get rid of him. Let's bring you out. Now I'm going to Butcher look at the top, get you. And then I'm going to attack, get rid of you. Hopefully they don't have an interrupt out of one card hand. Nice. And I have an interrupt to protect the Lyleen Noct. Sweet. Okay. So that's 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm just going to go ahead and pay 1 soul. Okay. We are in the danger zone. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I need to get lucky here. Give me a break. Give me a break. Okay. I think I'll just play one more. This game's just frustrating. Like, I'm doing good. Oh, no way. Okay. That's bad. We'll play you. None of that's really anything that I don't already have, so I'll get resources. So 5 next turn, I'll get you down. That turn after that, I'll get you down. You know what? I'm not going to get that down. I'm going to get you down, attack, get rid of him. Play you. Attack, get rid of this. If they get rid of it, I get stuff from my discard. Well, nothing really right now because there's nothing in the discard. Okay. Yeah, interrupts are too common. I still think that. Like, 4 interrupts in this deck feels great. I don't want more than that. And if I do, it's only like 2 more. But having like 8 to 12 is just ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to play this card. And I'm going to attack. Get rid of this. Alright. Now I have a taunt up, so they have to attack him instead of my HP. Turn after that, I'll play Lyleen Noct. If they don't KO him, I'll bring out him again. Huh. Okay. Bring this out. Revive a pal, discard a card, get rid of this. Confirm, get this out. In turn. So now he has to have more stuff to be able to KO. Which probably will be enough. How much does this do? That is 40, so it's only barely enough. I do like this card. I really think this is a good mechanic where you assign it and then you get the buffed on someone instead of just getting the buff. It adds a step. The more complexity, while not making it too convoluted, is nice. I don't know. Why can't you just not have this mechanic? Sorry, that's a little bit too aggressive. I just am so tired of this mechanic. Like, seriously, 4 cost removal. Removal should be more expensive than 4. We'll put you down and you. But seriously, the removal effects are ridiculous in this game. Like, I understand removal is good for the health of games, but like in Magic, 10% is the max for disruption. Pokemon, disruption, 10%. Straight up, only 10%. No more, no less. Well, less actually. For some decks, there's not even one bit of disruption. This game, I see decks over 90%. Like, seriously. Gun decks. There's 4 of every single gun that there is, plus just stuff supporting it. There's only really good decks in this format is disruption decks. How did you reset? How the what? What? How did you reset? There's nothing that says you can reset. I interrupted that. What? That is bonkers. Hmm. Yeah, I definitely dislike the gun mechanic. Like, lol, really? It just doesn't. It doesn't actually counter it. Okay, how do you spell Yawning Tide? Yeah, I really dislike guns. It's just not fun to play against. One thing I would suggest to anybody making their card games is make it slow to start because you can't get your traction up, a feel of what your players enjoy, the mechanics that you enjoy, and like all that from just one thing, which is really frustrating to a lot of people whenever you always have something that's good. Like, just chill out with the speed of your game. Let things be slow for your game. Like, let it be slow. Yeah, I'm getting off stream. It's just hard to play this game at all. Like, my deck is consistent enough. It's just guns. There's only people playing red decks. Like, look, red, 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 red. This is red purple, red. They're all against red decks. Like, look at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 out of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23, 20 out of 23 were red decks. Like people playing red deck. Does that say something? I do not think they did a good job on red. They gave it Yawning Tidingness, and they gave it Board Wipe. Even with Yawning Tidingness just KOing two of your opponent's guys, and not fair to any of the other colors. Green, yes, good. He made a good point. Green is a good color. It's just, why? Like, green can't handle red. Like, one shotgun plus Yawning Tidingness even just a regular gun, that can get rid of two of the most powerful guy in the green, which is Dig Toys. It can get rid of two of him for one guy. Definitely don't think red is good. I would prefer to not have red in this game at all. They just need to make a counter to it at all, even if it is prevent the effects of gun for like a purple or like a green. Actually, I think green would be really overpowered if it had that, because I think red is the only thing that really counters it. So I think purple would be a good one to have it in. Blue already has so many disruptive things, and it already has the only counter to Yawning Tidiness in it. So I think purple would be the best one to put it in. And I mean, it just make any of the decks much better. I mean, think about a not a unit, a pal being in play with that effect. It would just force your opponent to attack it. And that would add a little bit more skill to the game. Like, you'd have to attack and do more stuff than just play a gun each turn. Play a gun, play a gun, play a gun. You don't have to do anything but play a gun during your turn, and you just win. I already said my vendetta. Palworld devs, if you're hearing this, just give me something to just stop the waves of guns. Alright, well, I hope y'all have a lovely day. Palworld devs, don't take it harsh. Have a grain of salt as always. And hope y'all all have a lovely day. Where do I end this stream again? Oh, right here.